All right, so she is wondering if she is being an a-hole here. She knows she's got an evil grandmother. She doesn't like the evil grandmother. Her instinct says cut out the evil grandmother. But if she cuts out evil grandmother, she is going to lose out on a lot of money. So she's having a moral dilemma here.
Bert Show, help! Someone here is an a-hole, and it might be me. I need advice. I've been listening to your show for about 3 years, and I always feel like you guys usually know the right thing to say. By the way, Davia, I have tickets to see you here in Kansas City in July. What? Once I figure out what state it's in, I can't wait to be there. Kansas City's confusing. Anyways, she says, I couldn't be more excited for your show. Also, Mo, get it together and do a tour here, too. Anyways,
I'm on it.
I have a 3-year-old, and I've been her solo parent since day one. I feel like I've done a pretty good job at it so far. And I have a grandmother who I want to cut out of our lives, but there's guilt and money in the will. But don't be so quick to judge me yet. She has never been a nice grandmother, never the warm, cuddly one you get excited to go visit. But she's not outwardly cruel either. It's these little toxic comments that finally had me leaving my daughter's birthday party in tears. She will always make comments about your weight, like, are you sure you need another bite? And things like that. But she's a good Christian, God-fearing woman, so that automatically makes her better than everyone else, right? She refused to go to my baby shower because I got pregnant out of wedlock. She refused to speak to me while pregnant except to call me at 38 weeks pregnant to tell me to give the baby up for adoption.
Good God, wow. She is terrible.
Keep in mind, I was a 28-year-old woman with a whole career as a nurse and in management. But my daughter's birthday party this weekend was on a whole new level. There were constant comments of how much frosting was on the cupcakes, how my daughter's hair was too long and I needed to get it cut. At one point, my 3-year-old was crying because she was tired and giving commentary on how I should be spanking her. Also, according to her, when my daughter starts school, I need to make sure it's a school where they don't encourage kids to choose their genders or who they're attracted to. And also, I should make sure the school she goes to doesn't have computers.
Okay.
Because you never know what they're going to see on the internet. Get rid of Harry Potter books too. Everything. Magic. Bad. Shaming me and my daughter for my toddler not repeating back I love you to her while it was pretty obvious she was having a meltdown in that exact moment. She also seemed surprised when I was up at 7 a.m. before her and cooking my daughter breakfast. She said she was surprised that I was up because as a teenager, I would sleep until noon, and she was just assumed I would still do that. Ma'am, all teens do that, and I'm now 31, and I'm busting my ass as a nurse during a pandemic and raising a child by myself. Constant backhanded comments, just assuming I'm neglecting my daughter. I just really don't want myself or my daughter around this woman anymore. My brother feels the same about his child, but they have the luxury of living in Wyoming. But the devil has money. The devil wears Prada and she has money. And when she dies, there's a little something in it for us grandkids and some college money for our kids as well. As a solo parent, I do want my child to have more of an advantage in life than what we had, like a college fund, so her life isn't forever consumed with student loan debt. Am I the a-hole? I also don't want to cause a lot of drama for my mom either. She's really the only family member that tolerates my grandma and still cares about her. Should I just refuse to have her and my child subjected to that behavior and potentially lose out on my daughter having some money for college? She's old as hell, but the woman is a cockroach and nothing seems to take her out. She will outlive us all.
Well, if that's the case.
Yeah, so that was going to be my first question. There's a couple of details here we don't know before giving any kind of advice is how long is she going to be around, right? Mm-hmm. And secondly, how much money are we talking about? Right? Those are two key factors, are they not? Like, and how often do you see her during the year?
Like, what can you tolerate?
Yeah, is it every weekend? Do you guys have to go to church together on Sundays? Are you only seeing her 3 or 4 times and you got to take that crap for 4 times a year, once a quarter? I mean, what is it?
Yeah, it's you right now. It's all about doing the math and the numbers.
Yes.
It's literally all about the numbers. How old she is, how much money she has, and how many times a year you have to see her.
It's not personal, it's business.
Because there's a certain age where it's like, they're not going to change.
No.
Like, this is who they are. And I'm pretty sure she's at the age where she's not going to change. So what's the point in bringing it up? Just defy her. And then be like, I forgot. But have to tolerate her forever for the money. I know it's dirty. The devil has money. You need some of the money. Be friends with the devil.
I mean, your tolerance for putting up with crap really has to do with how much we're talking about here, right?
I think it does. So I think she'll be safe if she dials it back. Like if you're seeing her a lot during out the year, I can understand you dialing it back a little, maybe once or twice a year, but just do a little bit of something, enough that she doesn't think there's a change.
But is it worth ruining, you only get these times once with your child. Is it worth her ruining the next 5 birthdays for her kid?
I mean, what we talk about, $250,000? The answer is yeah.
Yes.
The Bert Show.